Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the return of the Eledorks podcast. This is the third one we have done. Now, the reason for this is because we've been busy, especially me. Um, Hint warning: this Eledorks podcast and next one are probably gonna be 30 to 40 minutes long due to me and HP are not in the best conditions. So, yeah, expect that sort of stuff. So let's introduce our people. There's me, Jazzy Mage, the host of the show, with my co-host.
Abby, hello.
You'll know her as the owner of Eledora and the creator of it and the one that owns us.
Yep.
Up next, we have the pixelated sunglass boy here.
It's your boy.
That is the one and only Bredwin.
Hey.
Up next, we have our sick, cute, and adorable child here.
I'm not fully sick. It's just my what? Hi guys.
And we have a very new face. Someone who voices an Eledora, a very important character who's very fine.
Hey, it's me, Nevrin.
This is Eep.3, the voice actress of Seraphine in the Eledora series.
So we have the two best
Now-
friends here.
Yeah, we do.
That's
Fawn and
Besties.
Seraphine.
Yeah,
For life.
it's been a while. What am I? Alright, as you all viewers or listeners already know, the way that we do stuff is that we have questions and we answer them. So, let's start off with HP's Adamoid. HP's Adamoid. This is going to be interesting. I didn't fully read it at all. I'm not going to lie. It just was very, very interesting to me. So, who would like to take their spin on it? Who would like to answer this question?
Not me.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh
Um,
boy.
How about Jazzy? You go first.
Oh boy. Come on. You can't be doing that to me. Come on.
Go on.
That's not evil. That is... That's not evil. You see here, viewers, this is what I have to go through with every single, not every day actually. It's just this one time daily basis. Now I'm starting to ramble. That's what Dad does. To be specific, it was if you could choose an animal that describes the personality of each podcast member, what would it be and why? I'm gonna do the podcast members that are here currently. So I would be a panda because I am. People already call me like some sort of teddy bear because people just love just either hugging me or sleeping on my shoulder like my dog. So I'll be a panda. Bread. I mean, he's literally a food, so you know he's gonna be a bird.
Oh, heck yeah.
So he
Let's
eats
have
himself.
our let's have our boy Bread either be some sort of pelican, seagull, or you know what, the bald eagle.
Cacaw.
Cacaw.
patriotism.
HP. Let's see. What's cute, adorable, and small?
Hey.
What is cute and adorable? I don't know. I feel HP would be some sort of just like. HP would be a Pomeranian.
No, HP should be a corgi.
my-
the
yes.
queens. HP would either be a corgi or chihuahua.
Yeah. No, Chihuahuas are very yappy, so.
Have you seen HP whenever she goes on with her ship? You remember?
True.
Yeah. You know, I could see HP as a dog. It's most like corgi or Pomeranian such. Abby, I wonder what AbbeyDaBunny's animal
Oh
would
my.
be.
But would I really match a bunny's personality? Like,
If
that's
he
the
hopped me-
question.
Abby is hopping. I don't know. I don't know. Just because your name is has Bunny, I'm just gonna say Bunny because you know I'm lazy about that stuff. Nev. Nev is a tiger.
A tiger.
On the
Grr.
prowl.
Not, No. Here's the reason why I say Nev. Like everyone else, Nev's reason as a tiger. And the way that she plays Seraphied. She got
True.
the stripes of a tiger and she's ready.
Yeah. Ready to pounce, baby.
Oh my god.
Alright, since I get my answer, go.
Alright.
What do you
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, Brad, you can go.
Alright, so, alright. I literally just came up with this. Alright, so, Abby, you are the lion. Why? Because the lion is the king of the jungle, and you are the king of Eledora.
Well, fun fact. Lions are one of my favorite animals.
Well, then there you go. Alright, so, crap, what was the rest? Headphone, you're the cheetah, I believe. I don't know. That just fit in my head for some reason.
I guess
Trying to
because
think
she's
of
quick.
large animal. Yeah, I don't know. Sure.
Quick-witted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick speaking.
What were the other ones?
Well, sometimes, like, I'll be trying to edit Eledora videos, and the head movements are very slow, and your lines are, you go really quick. So it's like...
Because I get excited.
Alright. Jazzy, I would have to say... Not lion. Leopard. I don't know why. Again, it just feels like it fits. Like, lion is, like, just a step down. Not lion. Leopard is a step down between lion in the animal kingdom. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good growl or bad thing. I just had this figure on my head. Neverland. Crap, I just had this. I'm gonna say great white shark because I don't know. I don't know the silver hair for what's what? Okay, I'm sorry, my brain keeps blank. Okay.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Alright, so wow.
And then for me, out of all these huge beastie animals, I would have to be a lizard. Why? Because roar. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Your baby Godzilla. Your baby Godzilla.
Yes.
Roar.
Well then.
Alright. Who wants to take their go at
I'll go next. So I'll do me first. I think this may sound, I don't know, I forgot the word for it, but I think I would be an owl, like if I was an animal, because, well, first off, I consider owl one of my spirit animals, and also they're the wise ones. They're the wise animals. You think of them as wise and cool, and they're beautiful and majestic, and I love them so much. I just love owls.
this? And the fact that they could turn 90 degrees.
Yes, I'm always watching, you know.
Oh.
And Brad, I think you would be a duck.
I can see that.
Yeah, mainly because of the bread thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
kind of with
Yeah.
the bird. Ducks eat bread. Well, though you're not meant to feed ducks bread, but you know, they eat it anyway. Headphone. I think headphone would be a weasel. I consider them adorable, so think of it as a compliment. They're adorable. They're small, like little fur.
Yeah, I
They're
can
so
see it,
cute.
I can see it.
I can see it, yeah.
I'm like looking at a thing on
You're looking at animalkingdom.pd.
yeah, I just searched up animals and stuff. I don't know what Jazzy would be. I kind of have an idea for Nev. Nev would probably be a swan. I think she'd be a swan. A little swan.
Magnificent and elegant.
Exactly. And that's...
Majestic.
Yeah.
It's
And...
funny because I'm one.
Oh, Jazzy. What would you be, Jazzy?
I would always be the difficult one.
Yeah, you're just... I'm just gonna say it because it's just for fun. It's not a real one because I can't think of anything for Jazzy, but a hyena. I just want to say.
What do you mean hyenas are not a real one? Wait.
I mean, it's a real animal, but it's like not a real choice for you. It's just for fun. You know.
Hyenas don't exist. Abby 2019.
Sorry, guys. Hyenas are actually a myth. I mean,
Actually, they're not hyenas. They're hyenas.
Whoa, I think I've just been enlightened.
I mean, this is coming from God, so.
Oh yeah, God, it's true.
Well, you know.
I know. Alright, that leaves HP and Nev. Which one of you ladies would like to have
I'll
this
go.
take? Alright.
Thank you. I'll start with myself. I think I would be a bird, specifically a red robin, because tweet tweet.
Red. Because red.
And red, yes.
Red. Alright.
Next, I think bread. What would you be?
Good question.
What is something that
Red
could
robin's
best
yum.
describe you? I think you
caterpillar.
would be a lemur.
A lemur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are you so
because-
disgusted?
Ugh. I think
No,
you would be a lemur because you remind me of King. What's his name? Julian.
King
from-
Julian.
Oh. I like to
And it
move
just-
it, move it.
I just feel like it fits. I feel like it fits.
Yeah.
Next on
Yeah.
my list is headphone. I think you would be a meerkat
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
because you go. Hello. And then you
She
look
just pops
around.
into the conversation.
Yeah,
No, they're like,
exactly.
we're having a normal conversation. You have a normal conversation, like, "Hello there, I'm here."
Exactly. Abby, what would you be? You know, I remember you're really creepy sometimes. Like, very creepy. What's a creepy animal? A possum. You would be a possum.
Oh god, dude, I hate possums.
Because you're cute on the outside, but you make terrifying noises.
Especially if they're in your freaking walls. I used to, like, I have a hatred for them because they used to wake me up in the middle of the night because I would just be in the roofs, in the walls, and it would be like, ugh.
And Jazzy, you might not like me for this, but I think you'd be a walrus.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
I did almost say elephant for Jazzy.
Because, you know-
for mine, so.
You know how, like, the walruses just seem fatherly and to me, so you're a walrus.
All right, hold on.
Fatherly
I got
and
a
murderous.
story. I got a story for this. Y'all know the Pokemon Walrein?
Yes.
That is my Pokemon spirit animal.
Oh my
But
god.
my true form is Will Lord. Before I
Same.
even got to Discord and used Skype, I had my profile picture as Walrein, and it was the goofiest looking one that I found. It was like, "Duh." I'm like, yes, this is me. So I'll always be a Walrein or a Whale Lord in aquatic version.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So yes. Alright. That leaves the one and only headphone gal here.
Alrighty, so I'll start with Nev. I feel like Nev would be a peacock because she just like struts her stuff.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
She's
Look
just
at
like,
my feathers, boy.
look at me, you know you're looking at me. I am
Yeah.
amazing.
You know you're looking at the Emperor.
The best.
And then Jazzy, I feel like would be a koala bear.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're just so cuddly and adorable and like
Until they
huggable,
scratch your face.
but they're huggable.
That is very me. Continue.
And then I feel like Abby would be actually a kangaroo.
Oh my god. Is it because I'm Australian?
I didn't think about that.
God damn it. I mean, to be honest, kangaroos are like the Australian bunny. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
it's
never seen Kangaroo Jack.
Oh god. And I also beat people up.
Yeah.
oh, you just got like this kickback attitude, and it's like awesome.
Abby got that sass.
Yeah.
All right, now
Glass, because
that
it's
just
gonna be
leaves-
amazing.
Yeah, HP, that just leaves you and Bread.
So I would be a dolphin
All right, I see that.
because
I
they're
guess
really
so.
they're really friendly and playful.
I want to say
I-
something, but it isn't family friendly, so
Oh,
Oof.
you guys can
no.
probably gather what I'm thinking.
yeah. I've hung around you long enough.
Oh jeez. So Bread, I thought long and hard about this, and I was like,
all right.
this is the perfect animal. Okay,
All right. I think I'm ready.
you are a dodo bird.
Extinction.
Like Dodo Bird from the movie.
Sorry,
Oh,
Brad,
Dodo
you're extinct now.
Bird.
Good to know.
I mean, he's dead on the inside anyway, so he is a piece of bread.
And then they're like one of a kind, you know, and like really funny and interesting.
Yeah, the unique one.
All right. I can go.
That.
That would have been the last thing I'd expect.
I know. I didn't know
Oh
we were
my
going
God.
extinct animals.
It lived once. It lived once.
It was an animal, yeah. Alright, on to. Since we finished out with HP's animal idea, let's go on to Abby's dream pet idea, which she put with dream pet. So, it's exactly what it sounds like. So, who wants to go first?
I will, because I already have this figured out in my head. So, what would I want my dream pet to be? Well, it's quite simple, quite obvious. First of all, it's a Pokemon. It's a Jolteon. However, I'll get to that in a second. However, if it cannot be a Pokemon, a dragon. Why? Because why the frick not? Because you could just sit on the dragon and just ride it around town, and just people just look at you like, oh my goodness, he has a dragon, and you can just be like, yeah, I have a dragon. Deal with it, and then just fly off into the sunset. Now,
Dragon.
Sunglasses on Bread.
all right.
Yo, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I'm real quick. Your profile picture without sunglasses, hops on dragon, lands, sunglasses.
yeah, exactly. And the reason why first I would pick Jolteon is because, well, Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon, hands down, and has been for many years. So I always wanted it to be real. Tried so hard.
I think a lot of us wanted at least one or more Pokemon to be
I want
real.
all of them.
Yeah.
Especially Snorlax. Snorlax is best. He'd just be a cuddly teddy bear, and he's always sleeping, so he could just sit in your lounge room and you could just cuddle him constantly.
Alright.
Yeah, but when he wakes
Okay.
up, he's gonna be very hungry.
Okay, I think I have an idea. So,
Mhm.
I was going to do dragon, but since Brad said it, thanks a lot, Brad. I'm gonna beat you up after this.
Oh no.
Well, I'll go on the same road of mythical creatures. Probably a unicorn, because I like unicorns, and they're cool and beautiful and majestic, and they're just amazing.
I just have one question. Is it a pink? Is it fluffy?
No.
And does it shoot rainbow?
Actually,
rainbows out?
I changed my mind. I want a freaking alicorn, which is a unicorn and
Yes.
a pegasus combined. So I'm taking that instead. I want an
Wait.
alicorn, and they're cool and beautiful and better.
I want this and this and this.
And yes, alicorn is a thing, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm not sure because that was a while ago
It is.
when I looked it up.
I don't know. I usually just call him the Pegasus unicorn one.
It's
Yeah, I
an
think
alicorn.
I think it's alicorn.
I have one. Sorry, I just thought of
Yeah.
it.
Okay, Nev can go next. Go now.
I would want a ferret. Because ferrets are so squiggly and they're so like. They're so
Ferrets are cute, but they're vicious. Like my friend had a ferret before, and she would mess around with it, and it would like start biting, and it's like, ugh. It's like small but vicious.
I'm just gonna say this.
Like
I zoned out for a moment. All I heard from Nev was oh. That's all I heard. I'm like, wait, what did my mind come back to? It's a very good question. So, HP, what's your dream pet?
My dream pet would either be a griffin or a hippogriff.
Oh.
Yes.
What's a hippogriff again?
Have you seen Harry Potter?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. They're like the really cool, it's like a horse and like an eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. I mean, I'd just fly that thing and I would be like, oh, it's like half horse, half eagle, and that's like freaking. So,
Yeah.
that would be like,
They're beautiful.
that would be mine.
Alright, so I got a lot of ones I want from fantasy.
Oh no.
Probably my main one from fantasy would probably be a Cerberus.
Mm.
Ooh.
I mean, it's just more. It's more heads to pat. It's like you just need one extra arm, and then you can pat all the heads at once.
That's what. No. Here's you pat the one to the left, pat the one to the right. You give kisses to the one in the middle.
That works. He's like, oh yeah, you know, good doggies.
Yeah. It would be a Cerberus, but if I could get that, I would go with the Phoenix.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't care if
man,
they're
I
a
think of that.
firebird. I don't care if they'll burn me. They're a firebird. I don't
didn't
care.
think
It's
of
a
that.
Phoenix.
So I do actually have another one that I would want. That I want to quickly say. A manticore. Manticore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone you should.
It's like then you can just like have the manticore stab anyone who messes with you. It's also a lion,
Yeah.
so you can pat it and give it a little. It'll be so fluffy.
Just sleep with it.
Yeah. As long
Alright,
as it doesn't
now-
stab you.
Yeah, alright. Now, for the last one, this is not really fantasy, but it's fantasy based because of Isekai. This is from the Rising of Shield Hero. Now, for my Rising of Shield Hero people who know or seen it, I want a goddamn Filolio, which is a chocobo bird, pretty much.
Oh.
More specifically, I want the Filolio one. I want the Filolio queen, one that transformed from the big puffy one to like just like my daughter. I want one of those. I want that one. I want to just. They're beasts. First of all, they're a beast. They're cute, and they're amazing. So,
All right.
on to oh boy, probably the most interesting one, I think. HP's dumbest idea, which is what is the dumbest thing you've ever done? And we're keeping this appropriate because you know what is family friendly.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ish.
go first. I'm gonna go first so I can't forget this. So, way back when, I can't remember what it was. I was in a class, and there was some staff sergeant from the Marines. He came in. He was talking about like, hey, you should join the Marines and stuff. It's pretty cool. And so he was going around doing questions and whatnot. I can't remember how or why, but I was either I was asking a question or I was answering a question. And I said I wanted to go to the Air Force to become an officer. And he's like, oh, why is that? And please know, I did not think before I spoke. Plus, I meant something completely different. This came out way wrong, but I accidentally said to a guy serving in the Marines, well, because that I want to go to the Air Force because that's where all the smart people go.
Wait, question. How old were you?
I don't know, a few years ago, so like 14, 15.
Oh
Nah,
my
I can't
gosh.
blame you. Can't blame you.
But
Is there more? Ooh,
no,
ooh.
no, but everyone just started laughing, and I was just sitting there like, why is everyone laughing? And he's giving me this weird look. I'm like, wait, oh crap, I just said that. Then I went like, oh, that's not what I meant. Oh my goodness, I never thought I'd say something like that.
I just
Alright.
got a thought in my head. And
Oh, you want to go?
it's, yes. Okay.
Alright.
The story is embarrassing because I was in year 6, so I might have been like 12. Okay, that's to start it off. All right, we're gonna get that out of the way. I was doing PE, and so we were playing cricket, and I was one of the people that was out in the back, of the game, like just waiting for the ball
Yeah,
to
on
come my
bench.
way magically.
Or not, man.
And I really had to pee. But I was too scared to ask my PE teacher because he was scary. And so I stood there for the entire lesson. And then at one point, it just all came flooding out.
Oh no.
And I was just standing there like, oh my god, that just happened. And a little bit trickled out of my long sleeve, like the long pants.
Oh,
And I was like so embarrassed. I waddled up to my friend and I said, I just peed myself. And they were really nice. They gave me their jackets and I put it around. And then I had to wear like these tiny shorts for the rest of the day. I say that was about the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Oh god.
Gosh, mine doesn't even compare to that. And this is the dumbest thing I can remember.
I can't remember anything, sorry.
Alright, I'll go. Alright, so during my freshman year, in my third period class, we were getting our IDs, or no, our new IDs. So what happened was that I was too lazy to get up, and we have like these rectangular desks, but then our chairs are like they're the ones that you could just move around. So when they were calling out the names for it, my fault was to instead of getting up, because most people, because when they're close by, I was really close by, that's why to begin with, so I thought I could just slide back. So that's exactly what I thought, and that's exactly what I did. That's exactly not what happened. So they called my name, I slid back, but I slid back a little bit with too much power, to the point I like flung myself backwards. And yeah, so I flung myself backwards, and I mean, I didn't hit the wall or anything. I hit the floor, so I'm like over here like, oh, I'm fine because it wasn't that hard of a fall. So like, I got my ID and everything, picked up my chair. My chair's wobbly. You guys want to know why?
Mm.
oh no.
You know how chairs have 4 legs.
Oh no.
I bet one of no, they were metal too. So 3 of the legs were normal. I bet one of them in half. My impact bent it in half, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm destroying chairs. And like everyone in the class is laughing. I'm like, Jesus. So I was just dying of laughing. I was like, damn. That is the dumbest thing I've ever done. And now that is why I get up every time my name is called instead, to get an item. Alright, H3, Abby.
I can go next.
Yeah, I don't have
Oh, you
one,
can
so I don't have anything. I can't think of anything at all.
Well, if you want, I have 2 of them.
Yeah, you might have to do that because I can't think of anything.
Alrighty. So the first one, let's see. I was in maybe I was 15 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
And we were at the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. Okay. Okay. So if you've ever been there, there's a ride called Splash Mountain. Okay. Where it's literally like a creepy place where you keep going around in circles and circles around animatronic singing, really creepy, and then you go off a giant 50-foot drop into water. Okay?
Into concrete. But yes.
So, it was a 5-seater thing, and it's like a log. So it's a straight log, so it goes 1, 1, 1, 1, all behind, okay?
Yeah.
So my whole family flooded in the first few seats, and I was second to the last. And then behind us, they threw in some random, strange adult man, okay? Just some random. So I had not been on this ride for like 5, 7 years. A really long time, okay? So everything was going fine. We were going up the thing, listening to the creepy song. And then it comes to the drop. The drop starts happening, and we start going down, and I freak out, and so I grab onto the handrail. Now, if you've ever been on that ride, then you know there is no handrail.
You grabbed the man's hand.
No.
I grabbed the man's freaking leg!
Oh my god.
I grabbed his leg, and I was like, it slowed down, and I was like, what am I doing? So I like let go, and I was like mortified. So for the rest of the ride, I just like stood straight, like holding my hands like, I am mortified. I am mortified.
You're holding your hands together like that. That one meme had to do it to them.
And anyways, it just gets worse. So the ride's finally over. And so then you have to climb out of it, okay? So I'm about to climb out of it. I grab onto his leg again! Get out of the ride! And the guy's just staring at me. And I literally just booked it out of the exit. My family's just like staring at me.
Like, I should know, I was there. I'm dad after all.
Oh
So they came up to me and they're like, what just happened? I was like, I just grabbed a stranger's leg.
I feel mortified.
Oh my god.
So I did that one. And then this story, in my defense, I was a first grader, okay?
Okay.
So where I'm from, the winter months can get really, really, really cold. I mean, the only way we get out of school is if it's -20 here, okay?
Okay.
Fahrenheit, Celsius, Kelvin.
Fahrenheit.
Oh.
All right.
So, like, literally, we don't get out of school unless the buses don't work because they're frozen.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyways, so it's really, really cold. So I was a little first grader, and we get time to play outside. Now, originally, we had a playground that was made of all metal, okay? Very dangerous, very fun. So I was a little first grader running around with my friends, having fun. And then, I don't know what went through my mind, but I happened to see this big metal pole. And I saw frost on it. And my first instinct was...
No.
And my first instinct was, oh my gosh, it's frost. It's gotta taste good, you know? Because, I mean, first graders eat snow.
Oh my god.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lick it.
Oh my god.
So I literally went, lick. And then I was like, oh, that tasted good. And like I tried to pull away and I was like, uh-oh. I was frozen to the pool. Uh-oh.
You're literally a cartoon character.
I literally stood there and I was like, because I couldn't talk because my tongue stuck to a pole. And this little 4th grade guy comes up to me and he's like, are you okay? And I literally wanted to go, stupid, my tongue is stuck to a pole. Do you think I'm okay? And she's like, okay, I'll go get the principal. So things only got worse from here. So since it's at recess, everyone happens to be at recess. And so everyone starts making this big circle around me, just staring at me. And I was like, everyone's staring at me. This is so awkward. This is the worst. And I just remember my brother was a 4th grader then, and I just remember him sitting in the circle laughing his head off. And I'm like, instead of being an idiot, why don't you come help me?
Oh my
so
god.
the principal had to come out with hot water, and so
Oh.
he poured it on my tongue, and then kind of had to yank me to get me off and detached, and like my mouth was like bleeding, and it was disgusting, and everyone was pointing and laughing, and so
Oh.
they took me into the office, and they're like, I'm just gonna say headphone, why did you lick the pole? And I was like, I don't know, because I didn't want to say I licked the frost. And they're like, so they called my parents, and they're like, so your daughter's in here with her tongue bleeding, and she won't tell us why she stuck her tongue to the pole. And so my mom comes and picks me up, and she's like, so why'd you stick your tongue to the pole? And I was like, because the frost looked so tasty.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, actually, you kind of gave me an idea of a stupid thing I did that's probably equally that dumb.
Go ahead.
So, you know those hand mixers, right?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was making something chocolatey. I was really young. Just keep that in mind. I was really young. I was under 10 years old or something. So this was like 10, 15 maybe years ago. So I went to lick the hand mixer thing of the chocolatey stuff. It was still plugged in.
Oh.
Oh.
I
It's a cartoon.
You got cartooned.
I had my hand, like my thumb was on the button to turn it on. And I ended up pressing it while I was licking it. Lucky my tongue wasn't in the actual mixer thing, where the blade was. So all that happens was my lip got cut, but I turned it on, and blood just started gushing out of my lip. I still have that scar. And my mom was like, what happened? I didn't want to tell her what happened. I was like, oh, I still did, but it was like, oh, I'm embarrassed for how dumb I was.
Dude, just be glad that you're in your kitchen and that people do not still make fun of you for it to this day.
Yeah, I don't even think my mom remembers. I remember it not hurting, though, which is the weird thing. I was, like, laughing at it because of how dumb I was. It wasn't painful, so...
It must have just been too fast.
Yeah, it was like, ooh. Yeah, it was... Yeah.
Holy hell.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, I was just lucky no one was around except for my mom.
Yeah.
Everyone was around. Everyone.
Geez. This isn't wrong. I just not wrong. During our podcast at 8:19 p.m., there was a 6.9 magnitude earthquake in LA, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There was an earthquake in LA while we were recording this. I just wanted to point.
Oh no.
So if anyone has relatives over there, I wish them best of luck and wish them their safety. But that is currently all that we have scheduled today. So let's end this off with some words of wisdom. Let's start off with HP.
Don't stick your tongue to a pole and grab people's legs.
Just all together.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Brad.
Never pee on an electric fence.
That's valid advice.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
HP. Actually, Abby.
Don't lick an electric hand mixer when it's plugged in. You might lose your tongue.
Nev.
Go to the toilet when you gotta pee, man.
And from me, stand up and get the item when your name is called. Don't slide. You're gonna make it for yourself, especially if it's on uneven ground. So yeah.
Just don't be
Thank you
dumb.
all.
That's the whole message.
Yeah, don't be dumb. That's all I'm working on right there. Don't be dumb! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Be smart, people.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all to the viewers and listeners out there who tuned in for this part of the podcast. Hopefully, we can have a recording of next Friday or the week after that. We are starting to get back into this. I apologize for the major no videos of that at all. So, yeah. And with that, the Eledorks podcast is back, and now we are ending this off. Everyone say goodbye.
Da-da-da-da.
Bye.
Bye.